Welcome to Planeta Isla. Today, we're gonna go over to the Ancient Civilization Part 5, Petra. Make sure to watch until the end because it's one of the most beautiful archaeological findings I've ever seen. Petra, known to its inhabitants as Rakmo or Rakemo, is a historic and archaeological city in southern Jordan. The area around Petra was known to have been inhabited from as early as 7000 BC, and the Nabateans might have settled in Petra in 4th century BC. The Nabateans were descendants of the son of Ishmael, Nebayo. Archaeological findings discovered evidence of the Nabatean existence during the 2nd century BC, and they made Petra their capital. The Nabateans were nomadic Arabs who invested in Petra's proximity to the incense trade routes by establishing it as a major regional trading hub. The trading business gained them sizable revenue, and Petra became the focus of their wealth. The Nabateans were used to living in the deserts. They took advantage of the mountainous terrain to protect themselves against their enemies. Petra prospered in the 1st century AD. They mastered the technique of harvesting rainwater, agriculture, and stone carvings. A mausoleum known as Al-Kasne was constructed, and its population peaked at an estimated 20,000 inhabitants. Petra became a client state of the Roman Empire in the 1st century BC, but the Nabateans gained independence only in 106 AD. Petra fell to the Romans, and Nabatea was renamed Arabian Petrea. An earthquake in 363 AD destroyed many structures. In the Byzantine era, several Christian churches were built, but the city continued to decline. At the start of the Islamic era, it was abandoned completely except for a handful of nomads. To get to the city, one must go through a 1.2-kilometer long gorge known as Sik or Shaf. The Sik or Shaf, a natural geological feature formed from the deep split in the sandstone rocks and serving as a waterway flowing into Wadi Musa, which leads directly to the Kasne or the Mausoleum of Petra. Because of its gorgeous rock-cut architecture and water conduit system, Petra is also called the Rose City because of the color of the stone from which it is carved. Petra is a symbol of Jordan and is the most visited tourist attraction. Petra was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom and the center of their caravan trade. Enclosed by towering rocks and watered by a perennial stream, Petra possessed the advantages of a fortress, and Petra controlled the main commercial routes which passed through it to Gaza in the west, to Bostra and Damascus in the north, to Aqaba and Lusikome on the Red Sea, and across the desert to the Persian Gulf. The Nabateans controlled the water supply by excavation and constructing a dam, cisterns, and water conduits, creating artificial oases. These innovations stored water for prolonged periods of drought and enabled the city to prosper from its sale. The Nabateans controlled the flash floods. Petra's most elaborate ruin, known as Al-Kasne or the treasury, was cut into the sandstone cliff. While remaining in remarkably intact condition, the face of the structure is marked by bullet holes made by the local Bedouin tribes, hoping to dislodge riches that were once rumored to be hidden within it. There is a massive theater positioned so as to bring the greatest number of tombs within view. The theater was cut into the hillside and into the several of the tombs during its construction. Rectangular gaps in the seating are still visible. At the point where the valley opens up into the plain, the site of the city is revealed with striking effect. Almost enclosing it on three sides are rose-colored mountain walls, divided into groups by deep fissures and lined with knobs cut from the rock in the form of towers. Petra remained unknown to the West until it was rediscovered in 1812 by Johann Ludwig Burckhardt. In 2007, Al-Kasne was voted one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Due to the pandemic, tourism dropped to zero. The Jordanian government has authorized excavations in front of the treasury to make use of the site's emptiness. UNESCO described Petra as one of the most precious cultural properties of man's cultural heritage. Petra was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1985. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more videos of ancient civilization. If you've already subscribed to this channel, leave your comments down below and I'll personally respond to your comments.